I work 3 days a week, at least one of those days is definitely going to be one of my overwhelming days. That's the day where I just go home and just wind down and try to relax and then go back at it the next day. This month, especially being more spiritual, I think it will help us all get through this time, because who do we turn to when we are ever needing any help or advice? The one that listens the most. I am fasting. Luckily, I'm day shift. I feel like that kind of helps. I guess the night shift nurses might think that doesn't help because I'm not sleeping during the day. My hospital does provide dates and water in the cafeteria for this holy month, but I'm usually out of the hospital by that time and I make it home to open my fast. The things that you miss are, your water, especially with talking all day long or, just being in a mask. Like on a normal day outside of Ramadan, you're normally trying to stay hydrated as a nurse and, have your lunch breaks and your snacks and, nourish yourself just to get through the long shift. But yes, when you're wearing a mask for even just 20 minutes, you kind of want a sip of water afterwards, is just to hydrate your throat. This month, with being in quarantine and all of that, it kind of actually made me a little bit closer to my faith, I would say, because I've limited all my distractions. It gets really overwhelming, to be honest, because you can be in a COVID room. Say you have a COVID patient and you can be in that room doing your morning assessment, but then you have all kinds of other things and tasks to get done because you're trying to cluster your care because you have to wear all the gear. But by the time you look up, it's been like an hour, hour and a half. And that's where you see nurses with, the scars of the indentations of the N95 mask, and then you see the goggle indentation. The emotional toll is just knowing, when you have a patient that has COVID-19 and they are in their last moments, that their family is not there. That's one of the hardest things, is seeing family, staying on Zoom conference calls to say goodbyes to their loved ones. And that's all they really get. Like, they're FaceTiming their kids and they're like, saying, I love you and things like that. So that really, there's been times where I'm in the room and in my goggles and I'm tearing up because I can hear, the little babies or the little kids saying, like, Mommy, where are you? You hear that and it really touches you as a nurse. That could be any one of us. When you see a patient that's going to pass away or passed away on my shift, I do come home and I pray for them. I pray for us. We're not seeing face-to-face our families and friends and our loved ones that we normally would have. You hear people, clapping, and I think it's great. I think that the appreciation is definitely felt, but the best thing I think people can do is to wear their mask if they do have to go out to essential places and stay home as much as they can, because that is really helping